Hello students. So today in this class we'll be moving on to the growth curve of the bacteria. So why do we need to study about the growth of the bacteria? So bacteria, as I've said in the previous class also, bacteria are being used for synthesis of many commercial products like antibodies, several enzymes and several other important chemicals, organic acids, etc. So we have to understand basically how the bacteria is growing in the medium, and we are using the bacteria for the commercial production of all the antibodies, enzymes and other chemical substances or organic acids, or for the ethanol production, because the growth time of bacteria is very less, right? If you have ever studied, or if you know, you have heard about the E. coli bacteria. So E. coli bacteria doubles in just 20 minutes. That is, it divides and grows into two other daughter cells in just 20 minutes. It is not the same for every bacterium. It varies from bacterium to bacterium, but most of them, and if so, they take more than 12 hours. That's it. Other than E. coli. So, but E. coli, it takes only 20 minutes to get doubled. So that is why we use all the bacteria for the commercial production of these substances. So it is essential that we need to understand about how the bacteria grows and what are the different phases in it. So there are 4 phases in the bacterial growth curve. So let's first understand about how the bacteria divides. So as you have seen with all the other microorganisms, bacteria divides by the aid of binary fission. That is, a wall or septum divides from the plasma membrane. Here you can observe, if you can see, there is a clear demarcation or division within the single cell. So this is an example of Bacillus subtilis, a gram-positive bacteria. So this is how it divides. Within that, the chromosome gets replicated or duplicated, and then the cell wall divides, and then it becomes the 2 cells. So as I have shown here, so this is the process of binary fission. In the figure you can see one cell is becoming 2, then 2 cells they are getting divided into 4. The 4 cells they become 8, 8 cells they become 16, now 16 into 16. So if you have observed it, this goes in the geometric progression. You must have heard about arithmetic progression, geometric progressions in your 10th standard. So in that way, it is getting doubled. See, this is 2 to the power of 0. Here 0 indicates the number of divisions or number of generations. In the 0 generation, that is the first point, when there is no division, there is a single cell, right? So 2 power 0 makes, that has no value. Okay, so now when this cell divides into 2, that is 2 power 1. 1 is the first division or the first generation. You can take it as both the ways. So 2 power 1, that gives you 2 cells. Then the second generation happens, and the number of cells they are obtaining is 2 to the power of 2, that is 4. Then it goes on 2 to the power of 3, that is 8. 2 to the power of 4, that is 16. So if you have observed, this goes in the form of geometric progression. Hence they derived the formula as this way. The number of cells after n generations would be 2 to the power of n. So as you have observed here, after the first generation or after the first division, the number of cells are 2 to the power of 1, that is 2 cells. So after the second generation or after the second division, the number of cells are 4, that is 2 to the power of 2. So they derived the formula in this way, that after the n generation, the number of bacterial cells would be 2 to the power of n. Okay, clear with this point? So this is how the bacterial cell divides. And now how it divides? We can draw a simple curve of this bacterial growth. That is, it goes in this way. It starts slowly. Observe the red line in the picture, in the video. So the x-axis is nothing but the time in minutes or seconds, whatever you take. And the y-axis is the concentration of the bacterial cells or the number of the bacterial cells. So coming to this point, the bacterial cells, they are measured in the form of the unit is colony forming unit. That is how many cells a single bacterium can form. So bacterium forms its own colony. Like how you stay within a single colony, the bacteria also divides and forms colonies. So that is a measurement point. How the length is measured in centimeters, the bacteria are also, the bacterial cells number is also measured as colony forming unit per 1 ml. Okay, that is in the logarithm terms we are measuring. Okay, so if you see the red line, it is first nil, there is no growth. Okay, then it is growing in a very fast way, and then it is reaching a certain peak point, the peak point, and then it becomes stagnant again. You can observe a delta over there, and then now it is falling, down. So this is the bacterial growth curve. So under this there are 4 phases. The first phase is lag phase, then the second one is exponential, then stationary phase, and then the death phase. Okay, so this growth is measured by using the spectrophotometer, or we have seen the spectrophotometer in our lab, colorimeter. The spectrophotometer would also be in this, running on the same principle of Beer-Lambert's law you have already studied. So we will take the optical density that gives the concentration or number of bacterial cells. Okay, so now coming to the each and individual phase. So first phase is the lag phase. So within this lag phase, as you have observed the growth curve, there is no growth in this. Okay, so this is because the single bacterium you would be introduced into the medium, that is liquid medium or solid medium or anything it might be. Okay, so you are introducing the single cell. First it should adjust to the environment, it should move over there, and it should gain all the nutrients, it should increase in size, then it can divide. So during this period, the bacterial cell, it duplicates its DNA, it duplicates all its protein, it synthesizes its proteins, its enzymes, and it duplicates